There's a philosophy that promises invincibility. It's called Stoicism, and it's been tested for centuries by emperors, warriors, and everyday people. Stoicism is about controlling what you can and accepting what you can't. It's about facing your fears and overcoming obstacles with a calm and steady mind. It's about finding strength within yourself, a strength that nothing and no one can break. It's not about becoming a robot without emotions. It's about channeling those emotions, understanding them, and using them to fuel your journey. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, no matter what life throws your way. Are you ready to become invincible? Are you ready to face life's challenges with courage and resilience? Then step into the world of Stoicism. It's a journey that will change your life. In a small village nestled at the foot of a lush green hill lived a potter. His name was Thomas. His hands, rough and calloused, moulded clay into beautiful and functional art. Each pot, each plate, each cup held a piece of his heart. Thomas had a dream. He wanted to create a piece so exquisite, so perfectly balanced that it would be displayed in the emperor's palace. He spent hours in his workshop, experimenting with glazes, pushing his skills to the limit. But life isn't a smooth wheel spinning on a potter's wheel. It's unpredictable, often harsh, full of cracks and imperfections. And Thomas was about to face his own challenges. One night, as the village slept beneath a starlit sky, the earth trembled. Walls crumbled, roofs caved in, and the ground beneath their feet turned into a raging sea. The earthquake was swift and brutal, leaving a trail of dust, debris, and despair in its wake. Thomas's workshop was destroyed. His furnace was in pieces, his meticulously crafted pottery shattered beyond repair. Years of work gone in an instant. The dream of the emperor's palace seemed like a distant, impossible fantasy. Despair threatened to consume him. His neighbors grieved their losses, some questioning the very purpose of rebuilding. Yet, amidst the chaos and the sorrow, a spark of defiance ignited within Thomas. Thomas remembered an old scroll he'd found among his grandfather's belongings, a scroll filled with the wisdom of the Stoics. He retrieved it from the rubble, its words a beacon of hope in the darkness. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease being concerned with things which are beyond the power of our will, the scroll proclaimed. He realized he couldn't control the earthquake. He couldn't undo the destruction, but he could control his reaction. He could choose to succumb to despair or to rise from the ashes. With his calloused hands and newfound determination, Thomas began clearing the debris. He salvaged what he could, his movements driven by a quiet strength, a strength born not of physical prowess, but of an indomitable spirit. He understood that true strength lay not in resisting the inevitable, but in adapting to it. It was about finding opportunity in the face of adversity. It was about choosing hope over despair, action over inaction. Thomas wasn't just rebuilding his workshop, he was rebuilding himself, one emotional brick at a time. He embodied the Stoic philosophy, finding invincibility at the heart of acceptance. As Thomas rebuilt his workshop, he shared the wisdom of the Stoics with his fellow villagers. He taught them to focus on what they could control, their thoughts, their actions, their reactions. He reminded them that while they couldn't control the events of life, they could control how they interpreted and responded to them. He showed them that true strength lay in resilience, in the ability to get back up, to dust themselves off, and to begin again. The village, inspired by Thomas's example, slowly began to heal. The earthquake had taken their homes and their livelihoods, but it hadn't taken their spirit. You might not face a literal earthquake, but life will throw you your own curveballs. Loss, heartbreak, failure, disappointment, these are all part of the human experience. The question is, how will you respond? Will you crumble under pressure, or will you rise to the challenge? Will you let these obstacles define you, or will you use them as stepping stones? Stoicism offers you a way forward. It teaches you to navigate the storms of life with grace and resilience. It gives you the tools to turn adversity into advantage, to find strength in the face of difficulty. Start by accepting what you cannot control. You can't control the weather, the economy, or the opinions of others. Focus your energy on what you can influence, your thoughts, your actions, your reactions. Practice mindfulness. Be present in this moment. Don't dwell on the past or worry about the future. The present moment is all you have, so make the most of it. Embrace discomfort. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. Challenge yourself, push your limits, and don't be afraid to fail. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the journey. Stoicism is not a one-time quick fix, it's a daily practice. It's about making small, conscious choices every day that align with your values and principles. Start each day with a moment of reflection. Remind yourself of your goals, your values, and the principles you want to live by. Visualize yourself navigating the day with calmness and clarity. Throughout the day, take a few moments to pause and observe your thoughts and emotions. Are you reacting impulsively, or are you responding with reason and intention? The journey to invincibility starts with a single step. Embrace the principles of Stoicism. Practice them daily and watch yourself transform into a version of yourself you never thought possible. You will face challenges, you will experience setbacks, but you will no longer be ruled by them. You will find strength in adversity, wisdom in your failures, and peace amidst the chaos. Become unbreakable, become invincible, become stoic.